This interview is the one that Detective Whitten cut out of the original interview because Shaltz said that it was Tim that was saying that he had stabbed and attacked him because he had molested some girl or something.
He was trying to. He told his girlfriend that it was because I was that I had molested some girl. That's what he told his girlfriend. You know, I guess through something from jail. She in turn told her mom that worked with my daughter for the county.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I don't know if he's trying to make himself, make it look, make it look justified. Yeah. I have no idea, but
But supposedly that's the story that made its way back through the chain.
Back to the lady that works with my daughter for the county, and my daughter, she said she had quit, especially after that kid's father went in there and, she was...
You don't have any clue who that lady's name is, do you?
Her name is Debbie... you know what? I can call my daughter right back. Debbie... something like Debbie Quasar is the only thing. That's the name that's coming into mind, but
okay. You can figure it out.
Yeah.
So your cell phone, that's gonna be the best number to get you?
Yes.
Okay.
That or my email. I mean, I'm not really that computer savvy, but my daughter said that you guys had told her that the best way to contact you is email.
Often is like we were telling her that's often fastest,
right?
Because when we're running around, it does go to our phones,
right?
That's the station number. I think you've got that already, but that's my email.
Okay.
And I replied back to your email too, so it should.
Yes, I saw it on my phone.
So that number, like you kind of already realized this morning when you called it
before 8.
Yeah, during outside business hours or whatever, rolls to dispatch. So if something comes up and you need to get me, and you send an email and I don't respond or whatever, but it's it's not, if it's an emergency, somebody trying to be down your door, 911.
Right.
But if it's something that's very important, but I'm not responding to your email, if you call that and let them know, hey, I need to talk to Detective Whitten or the on-call detective right now.
Right.
Can you please pass my information? It's, I'm a victim of a crime, whatever.
Right.
Then they'll get me or whoever's on call and they can get a hold of me.
Okay.
24 hours a day. Right. So if that comes up.
I appreciate that.
Well, I really appreciate you coming in, Ron. And
I was scared, worried, for my family. That's why, that's where all the runaround was in the beginning. But after, when these people, my daughter quit her job. There was she was making good money, and she was willing to, she quit her job. My wife quit her job. Then when I heard this possible thing about danger, I don't even know if it was him or not, but I know that he hangs in that circle. And when the guy told me that they found a dismembered body, blah, 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 and I was thinking, fuck, my tools got stolen out of my truck. What happens if they're checking that out, and they come across my saw, and then and I've been kicking myself in the ass that I should have came in and done it sooner. Maybe I could have said, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm trying
the guys you heard from, you don't have any clue whether this thing with Danger supposedly happened before or after what happened to you happened.
No, but I can call them and find out.
I mean, don't
don't
put yourself
right. I don't want to put myself out there on that one. But
so who I don't remember. Now I'm forgetting. Who was it that told you about Danger?
Ken Mann.
Okay, and Ken's somebody that you really trust.
Yes.
So if you're talking to Ken, you know that's right. My only thing is you got enough problems right now. I don't want you to be out there sticking your nose into something and and causing more problems. That's my job, to stick my nose into things.
Right.
So, okay.
But yeah, the Wizard and Ken Mann, I trust. I mean, we got a little bit of went through Set Free, and we lived in the same work home. We were all clean and sober at one time, and we all
didn't Ken. I know his name came up. Didn't he just have somebody break into his house? Ken Mann.
Ken Mann doesn't have a house. He got beat up. He got pulled out of a truck. Well, I don't know.
I thought I heard his name very recently. That somebody attacked him. Maybe.
Yes. He got attacked with Lawnmower John, Jimmy Ladderback, and somebody else in a truck. Yeah, I told you about that. Yes.
Well, you said okay.
Hey, Laura. Hey, what's that lady from your work's name? No. The one that whose daughter's dating the guy that did this. She's Debbie Cuellar. You know how to spell that? Quellerar. AR. And she's what? What? She's the food stamp supervisor. Okay. Yeah, that's been kind of a trip that he went in there for that kid's dad went in for the EBT for his son, and she's the food stamp lady. Isn't it? Okay. All right. Okay, I love you. Okay, bye.
Well, good, because you said that. Wait a minute. Because you said somebody else got beat up.
That was Ken Mann.
You said Riley and an old man.
Right. Okay, that was in the motel.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
Ken.
I think you started to tell me that when you didn't tell me the whole.
Right.
Okay, so Ken.
Yeah. So yeah, Ken Mann. Lawnmower John and Jimmy Ladderback and somebody else caught up with Ken Mann at an apartment on Avenue A, right near California. I think it's Steve Volt's. Is that Steve Volt? I think it's Volt. At his apartment, they pulled up in there. Ken Mann and another guy pulled up in a pickup truck, and these guys pulled up behind him and blocked him in there and drug him out of the truck. And he landed on his tailbone, and they started to put the boots to him and stuff. But he was able to get this small skinny guy was able to wiggle his way underneath the truck or whatever. But they had gotten his wallet and cell phone and stuff, and he.
And whose apartment was it?
I believe it's Steve. I know this guy I'd only met. I had taken Ken Mann in there before because he stayed the night there sometimes with a girl named Sherry that stays there. But I think the guy's name is Steve Zolt or Zolt or
something that sounds kind of like Zolt or Volt.
Yes.
And his apartment is on Avenue A near California.
Yes.
And so Ken and somebody else pulled up there?
Yeah, Ken had gotten a ride up there with somebody, so Ken was in the passenger side. I wasn't there.
And when they pull in, the story you heard is when they pull in, Lawnmower John and Jimmy Louderback block them in and end up pulling Ken out of the car.
Yeah, there was a third person with them. Yeah, they pulled up so that truck couldn't leave, and they ran up and opened the door and yanked him out, and in the process he was beat up. He had his head was bashed and screwed up his back and his legs,
and they robbed him too, right? Took his wallet and stuff.
They took his cell phone. I think they were. The intent was to get his money, but he didn't have any money. They broke his cell phone, and I think they destroyed his wallet, or maybe they took his wallet.
Okay, they were trying to get money, but he didn't have any money.
Yeah.
Were they just preying on him because he was just an easy victim, or did he owe somebody money?
Supposedly he owed Jimmy Louderback some money. Is what is what the rumor was going around, that Ken Mann owed him money, and I think they're trying to get money or dope, whatever they could get from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to start following up on all this stuff, and
you're going to
try to. Oh yeah. Well,
I'm sorry.
The binder's already this thing. Yeah, that's what my job is. So, and like I said before, there's lots of crimes out there, but when people start using violence against people, that gets our attention. That's what we're going to. We'll do everything in our power to hold these guys accountable. This crime. The Carver kid's already where we successfully charged him, and he's being held on. The crime is kidnapping for robbery, along with the assault with a deadly weapon and all that good stuff. Kidnapping for robbery, if we can successfully convict these folks of that, carries a maximum potential penalty of life without the possibility of parole. So it's these are significant charges. We're not. Hopefully, we're not talking about locking these guys up in county jail for 15 minutes.
Right.
Hopefully, these guys who did this, we can get them off the street.
Right.
That being said,
that's what I'm hoping for.
That being said,
I mean, I know that could always be retaliation.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
and that's why I would like to get the number to the victims of violent crimes and phone number and the case number, because
I'll grab you a copy of that right now, of the case number, and then I'll check and see. There's a
the hospital gave me a paper to fill out, because I owe like $1,500 for the ambulance ride, $500 for the emergency room, and I can't, and plus we want to relocate, and
our district attorney's office has a victim services kind of agency that's associated with them. So let me get you that stuff right now and get you going. And then the thing I would say right now is just lay low.
Right.
Most of the people out here, a lot of the people out here think you're dead.
Right.
So I don't know if Ken Mann or Wizard said anything to anybody.
I told him to keep it.
Yeah. I think right now for everybody to think you're dead is probably the
best
thing.
Yes.
So
right. That's the way that I wanted to keep it. But then, with my daughter working with that one lady that Timothy Carver's, I believe that he knows that I'm alive just through the.
Oh, because your daughter.
Because my daughter
just in the office talking about the fact that
Yeah.
So that's possible.
Yeah.
So, but my main thing would be just I would lay low.
Yeah, I am. I'm laying low, and
if you
I'm thinking I'm thinking we want to try to get to Bullhead City. My father-in-law, he's getting up there, and he's had prostate surgeries, and he's having problems. My mother-in-law, they have no family up there. My wife would kind of like to be up there with them, and do
you know any of these people have any connections out there?
As far I really don't know any of the.
But you don't have any old dope connections that lead back to Bullhead City?
No.
So Bullhead City sounds like a place where you could be away from this whole
band. Right.
So okay.
And I would be close enough where